Hello, I'm back. I don't know if I can get my same audience back, but just wait around for a little bit. I seem like I'm always busy on Tuesday and Thursday because I am always busy. Now it's like my other downtime is away from my kids to get out of school. So, what are y'all up to? I hope y'all doing wonderful, but not doing nothing, just trying to chat it up with y'all. That's all. I do want to talk about this the comment that I thought was hilarious. Hi, thanks for joining. The comment I thought was hilarious. So this is off of Peach McIntyre Food Hall. Well, basically, she was doing this is the I'm sorry. So basically, this is the one that she's doing the was it the macaroni, the shells, and she's telling people, she's bragging about how many boxes of macaroni that she got. So, in the comment that stood out the most was a lady says, "My family, my mom, and my dad cook like you." And then the next sentence, it was, "Mom died at 47, dad died at 52." I don't know how to I don't know how to take that comment. Like, I really don't know how to take that comment. Like, was this a public service announcement, or like, stop eating like this? Or was it like making fun of her? Like, you're about to, you know, pass away soon because you're eating like this? I don't know. I just thought it was amazingly, I always say amazingly. I just thought it was so funny. Like, what's the point of saying that? But now I see, now I see it. I was wondering if y'all watch Bigo. Like, I'm a Bigo watcher from YouTube. I'm not a Bigo watcher from Bigo. Like, Bigo is so hard to do. Hey Des, how you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I am a Bigo watcher from YouTube only because I feel like Bigo is very enticing in a way. Like, you get trapped in this dark side of things. So I watch Bigo, and I'm kind of like, I'm so lost at some people's live. Like, their thinking is like not logic. Yeah, you can't watch Bigo from Bigo. Like, you can't. Even at one, I don't want to give them beans for them to like argue with people in the comments. And yeah, I just can't. Bigo is very, that's a dark side of YouTube. I always looked at Bigo as what David Chappelle was trying to explain about the internet. If it was a real place, that's Bigo. Bigo is very scary. And so I watch, I follow one lady. Well, I think she's in the trans world. So I think, I don't know, she identifies as a woman, but she still carries the men, parts. And I didn't know that she had a little narcotic problem, but she has said, I self got myself clean. Like, I did it myself. And I was like, darn, you need to really get off Bigo, because like, I think Bigo is the death of a lot of people. And like, there's some great talent on Bigo, like personality wise, but Bigo will allow these people to have certain problems. And like YouTube, we can identify it. It's a little bit clean over here, but Bigo is not so clean. But hi, everybody. There's 8 people in here. Oh, I want to ask y'all. I know half of y'all are jazzy men. lovers over here. Have y'all seen that read that she tried to do with that girl that talked about her diaper genie? Y'all, I died when I heard that. And this is all it took. Well, we throw the diaper genie away every Tuesday. So you have dirty diapers in your house for 7 days. Girl, who you trying to I was like, hold up, is that natural? But when I looked at the diaper genie, I thought it was like a big, maybe like a big bag, but no, that thing comes with 270 bags. Oh, yeah, am I getting it mixed up? Like, how many days does that? I don't know. I never had the luxury of a diaper genie. But I know one thing. I don't. Y'all know how y'all change our baby's diaper like in the middle of the night or something. Well, I typically leave my door open so I don't throw it on the floor. Like, cause I can just change him right here and don't move. When you have a newborn baby, you just change the baby and just don't really move. You just toss the diaper, and then when you wake up in the morning, you pick up the diaper. It's just like, okay, cool beans. I'm not doing much, you know. But I hate having diapers. Hey, darling. Hey, Judy, and Rochelle. Hi. Oh, by the way, if anybody has a channel, I want to show back some love and subscribe back to y'all because I am so overwhelmed with the subscriber count. And hey, it is what it is. I'm so happy for what I got. And it is. So if you have a channel, I will subscribe. I try to subscribe to all the people that subscribe to me that I see that you're doing a channel. But if I miss you, I'm sorry, but just give me a heads up. But but yeah, I just feel like that diaper genie comment was just, girl, you just go sit down somewhere. How we say it, Desi, do go sit down somewhere. Just go sit down somewhere. That was just nasty in so many ways. Well, you do that. I didn't know that YouTube could be a big community. Now, I'll be honest with you, I just never noticed that. Um, yeah, I stay on people's chats and stuff, and I go on people's lives and support, give them a thumbs up. But I just did not know it was a bigger community. And you can make your own community, but you just got to find your niche. And be honest with you, I don't think my jazzy life and these mommies are my niche. And I think my last straw was probably Nika, mom of 10. She kind of grossed me out. I didn't know the there's a dark side to YouTube, and they definitely went down the dark side. There's no, yeah. When I saw Nika the other night on somebody else's channel, Jazz looked like she could be a Roseanne. Liv looked like she can be a Wanda from Holiday Hearts, and she made Chrissy look like the mother of Brady Bunch. Like, those ladies have, yeah, that is sad in so many ways. Like, so sad. So I just can't. I couldn't imagine watching her and then reacting to her. Mary Blue, how you doing, darling? I just could not imagine. I couldn't imagine just watching her, waking up and watching her. Like, good, you can do it, good for you. But I'll watch to a extent. But what people been, showing, and that little small clip, y'all can have her. Y'all can have her. But but it only makes it worse because I feel like if they don't stop women like that coming on YouTube and doing crazy stuff, just imagine what somebody else could possibly do for a click and a view. Like, it's not hard now to get a click and a view. Like, just do the most so you can get that click and a view, and you can get that hurt. She knew what she was doing. You got to protect your children. And I don't feel like she was protecting none of her kids with that scenario. But, and also, that is some women's a mating call. Like, who, it gave me so many red flags. And all it did was somebody had to research it and they had to keep digging and they found the worst of the worst. So, diapers in your house for 7 days is it's normal. It looks normal now to me. But I know goodness well it's not. It's never normal, y'all. And that girl, she was so proud. Talking about, I was tickled. I'm like, girl, you just witnessed. You just told everybody you don't change your trash for a whole week. That explains why those kids stay sick. It is very sad, but it was the the worst part about it is people are interested now. People are very invested and they're interested in seeing what's her next move. Instead of turning her off, we're going to look. They're going to watch. Even though people probably say they can't do her, they're still going to know that she's going to be a little bit easier than Jazz. Jazz is a little bit more calculated because she was never expecting y'all to go back in her archives and pull out her trashy moments. But now that she knows that y'all can go back and y'all do go back, she's not going to take that risk. Even when she used to talk about her daughter's doctor's visit and what the doctor reported back, she's not going to do that. Nika, she basically she took that torch. She did. She did. She took that torch from Jazz, and Jazz probably won't never get. She won't never get the views from y'all if Nika is still in the picture. Because Nika's going to be worse and worse and worse. That's how I look at it. There's nothing going to be better out of her situation. It's going to get worse and worse because she likes that attention. The only time Jazz might get those views organically again if her and Chris break up. That's the only thing I feel like that she will get organic views again. It's not, her views are, multiple people looking in, but just to watch and enjoy her content is when her and Chris breaks up. Or if she has another baby, she announced that she's pregnant. That's the only time she'll get those organic views. And it makes me wonder, like, I'm going to say, I feel like Chrissy has a little bit more common sense when it comes down to her children and their protection. Um, but Stella and Duke's Cheryl, I want to know how they were when they actually had kids. Like, I see Cheryl was the one that ran away from her first daughter. She does give me vibes that she ran away from him. And yeah, that's like hard to say because a lot of times people don't understand if and I'm gonna say this, I feel like she did run away from her daughter and gave it to her mother, is because she was trying to savor a relationship with Kevin. And I don't think Kevin was always genuinely nice to Cheryl. I don't think so. It's how Cheryl stands and how Cheryl acts. And, she basically she never looked feminine to me. And she never looked feminine. So I see where, when Chrissy was telling us about, Hips didn't want the baby and how she still had the baby, it kind of makes sense to me that she probably followed behind Cheryl. Cheryl probably kept having babies with Kevin and he didn't never wanted her. That kind of makes sense. Like, and somebody could say the exact same thing about me, but I know where I stand. I don't chase a man. That's one thing I don't do. I don't chase him. I don't make him be right. The baby is not, part of the equation. The baby he was part of the equation, but the baby is his own subject. And me and him are our own subject, but our subject is the baby. So it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense why Jazz think the way she does. And she comes on here and tell y'all, my man did this and my man did that. But I also wanted to be a busybody. And I don't know if this is news because I feel like people are talking about it more. But it's Peach McIntyre and a YouTuber. And what? Now, I want to say this. Don't come for me. I think you are a lovely content creator. So, I want to know, what were you thinking sliding in that man's DM or even talking to him? Like, and when I was like listening to her, I was like, oh, she was a trailer kid too. So a trailer kid is one of those kids that, you know, they didn't have school inside the building. They had school in a trailer all day. She might have been one of the trailer kids because there's no way a woman is watching a man not really mistreat Peach. I won't say the allegations he mistreated her, but the backstories that we know about Peach and Wood, yeah, I don't know anybody that will want to slide in this man's DM for kicks and giggles. But good luck. But I don't know. Did y'all hear about that or y'all don't follow Peach? A lot of people haven't followed Peach since Big Bag and Big Bank, so I understand. Well, you know what, Judy? I'm going to be honest. I just read your last comment. If that's all they know, that's all they know. I would say that I would keep my, hi, I'm back. I would say I would keep my private life, if it's not as squeaky clean as I think it should be, I would be quiet. And I don't think these ladies knew how to be quiet. Definitely bringing men to their home. Like, they didn't know how to be quiet. They didn't know how to have a love affair, not a relationship or a situationship. They don't know how to have a love affair. And that is very dangerous when you need a man. Like all these ladies, like Liv with Brandon and Zolo, they needed a man for some reason. They needed a man. And we could see like with Chrissy, that Rod wasn't no good, because why would a man be with a woman or think it's okay to live with a woman with 9 kids? He didn't know her from Adam, and that's how it really turns out. That isn't really even an excuse anymore. So much free help out here and stuff. Should be a better than their parents. You're right. You're very right. But again, YouTube became the dark side of some of these ladies. They don't know how to live the real world. Can you imagine, like, never having a decent job? Not just, they don't know how to unwind. Like, going to work is the best unwinding thing for a mother, definitely a single mother. We freaking get excited to drop our kids off and go to work and do nothing all day, or work, and then when we see our children, we have the best reward when we pay our rent, or we buy them the meal, or we get them their Christmas stuff. That is the best reward that single women or even married couples they have. We're not dreading our children. We're not dreading the days off. We're not dreading no school days. We're not dreading summer vacations. We're excited. We're excited, not picking, either way, we're excited not to run up and down the street to meet them at the school, or we're excited. And they never been that excited because they always had children around. Jazz can't even be excited for the weekend. That's not enough for her. Baby, my parents come. They don't even have to take the kids for the weekend. They can just take them to get what they need to get done during the weekend. I am so excited. Like, ooh, okay, haircut's done, hair done. I'm excited. But these ladies never had a life outside of YouTube. And they might say they did, but they never had a life. I mean, if you've been on YouTube for 10 years or more, and it doesn't matter if you was hit and miss, your vision and your everything you put in was YouTube. And you start buying cameras and all this stuff, you start becoming invested in whatever you wanted with this vision of YouTube. Some of them they made it, some of them didn't, and some of them they made it and they fell. But their fall is not to come back on YouTube strong. Their fall is to learn how to live life, and they haven't done that. And you should. And and that's something I had to, like, I pray. Even though I cut up a lot, y'all, please don't take my cut up and hold it and charge it to your heart. I cut up a lot. But at the end of the day, I have a spiritual life. And I do pray that I never drain somebody's spirit. Because sometimes talking about a certain situation, or just investing your time in learning or getting information to talk about, it can drain the people's spirit. So I try not to always drain a lot of people's spirits with a lot of nonsense, or just coming on here and recapping what they did or they say or what isn't right. That's the reason why I felt a certain way with Nika, because she drained my spirit. Like, if anybody know trauma or anything, yeah, that's, if you know trauma, you know that could, like, spark an interest. That could spark something inside of a person, and it's hard to come out. So Sometimes, yeah, I understand you need to watch manifestation. You need to have a good vibe. I understand. And you know what? Tori, she's drained and she haven't been on. People just discovered her. Even though she's been on YouTube, people just discovered her less than 5 days. That's funny. How you been like draining? And I mean, when they showed the videos of the kids, and I'm personally not a big fan of showing children off. Like, we ain't doing that. I definitely showing what he done. That was just too much for me. But it was just like, you a whole mama and you don't see this. Like, I don't know if y'all, I feel when my kids acting up. I have a funny feeling my kids be acting up. Like, did you act up today? My son be like, how did you know? Did the teacher call? Like, no, I just know you. I just don't. Mm, yeah. Mm. I don't know. I just been. I think I've been a mom too long, y'all. That I know my children. I know the mischievous. I see the smile in their face before they even, I see their dreams, not literally, but I walk by their room and I see them smiling about being bad. I want to slap them. Like, what I do? Because you about to be bad. I know that. You dreaming about being bad. Well, it's a delusion. And when women think that they are a good parent, it's because that's what they grew up with. They did not grow up with the Cosbys in good times was like that's all we had. And if you was a black kid, you saw a clean house, you saw cooking, you saw the kids are neat and tidy and all that. But when reality hits, some people actually live like that. And that is so surreal sometimes. Like when that woman had all those kids in that bed, that was surreal to me, y'all. Like, man, she probably really lived like this. Like, she lived like this. See, and it depends on backgrounds. It does. It really, truly depends on backgrounds. There's some people I don't want to bash my grandmother, but my grandmother was a hoarder. And I swear to God, I feel like I got her hoarding spirit sometimes because I'd be like, I don't want to throw this away. I don't want to throw. And my grandma has blankets. And y'all, when I tell y'all, this is a new season, right? It's going fall. Well, I'm sitting in the store literally trying to buy some. I'm trying to buy like blankets for each couch. And I was like, you know what? No, but that is like, she probably really thinks she's a great mother because what she been through and what her mom allowed her to deal with when she was a kid. That's all parents at the end of the day. You can't make this up. This is generations, and I don't want to speak ill on anybody. It's just what they think is okay now. Well, I hate when, you know what, Judy, I hate when people say that statement, this is real, this is raw. It might be raw, but have some decency. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your kids have all the clothes that they need before you come on camera. Um, Even though kids' hair gets messed up, try not to post that camera on them. That should not be a norm because you're representing single moms. And this is what, and no passing judgment. But this is what it looks like when you work at social services and people need to verify their children. This is what people do to make sure they get food stamps or get the TANA. They send their kids looking jacked up so the workers can feel sorry for them and work some more numbers on their case. And that's what she represents. I can see her toting all 10 of her kids down to social services, and they all look jacked up and they're ruly. So people are trying to hurry up and get them through so they can go on their merry way. And she just gives me that vibe. I don't know, y'all. All I can say is just pray for her. Pray for the best for those children, not just her, just the kids, because they have to one day be adults. And if they're jacked up in the head because of this lady, you're gonna have 9, 8 kids jacked up in society. So I would say the best thing for us to do is not watch that content. I'm being dead serious. That's the best thing we can do. Oh, you're trying to take food from this woman's mouth. No, we're not trying to take food away from nobody's mouth. We're just not encouraging the behavior in that. The bad real and raw. That's not real and raw. Just that's the best way we can help. I can see, when I had did income maintenance about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was doing income maintenance. And income maintenance, you don't really, in my county, you do not need education. You just need to know how to input the information. And when I tell you, there's a couple of women that walks in there with those situations, and DSS get called, and it's crazy. And trust me, I don't think she's claiming no money. Absolutely no money. She gives me the vibe. She don't claim nothing. Okay? She don't claim no income. She don't claim nothing. Okay? She don't claim nothing. And she fights so hard to get her kids back because she knows that what she can lose. She can lose a lot if she don't have those kids. And her kids are just out her hair, out of sight, out of mind. And when they go out of sight, out of mind, they cut up, or they did on that camera. But I'll probably come back, and I wanted to finish. Well, I can finish this real quick. The ones that came on here earlier about Philip, I was saying that he feels like he don't work at all, y'all. He gives me vibes. You can't tell me this man works and he gets paid. No, you can't tell me. I'm going to leave it alone. Hold up. So she had to she had to do like online classes to help her mom with the kids? Well, I'm going to also, I understand, I might understand, the financial aid part, because I don't think she could literally get financial aid by herself right now. But if she could got financial aid by herself, like she wasn't living with her mama or whatever the case is, I would definitely say that, yeah, that makes sense. Like she probably do need her mom for financial aid, and not probably a lot of percent of that money is probably going in that household. Like that's sad, but it's reality. It is. It's starting to be more reality. Like, and believe it or not, I can see Chrissy doing that to her oldest daughter. I can see it. I can see Jazz doing it to Caitlin. Like, I don't want you to go away for college, and I need you here to, tend to the kids or get the kids to school. I can see that. But baby, mine's get out of high school, and she said she won't go to college. Goodbye. Which one do you want to go to? No, I'll probably be like, no, don't go. I'll probably be like that too. Like, no, you want to stay close near. But sometimes you gotta let them fly. Or if they don't fly and they feel like they're trapped, they're going to escape, and they're gonna go to the streets. And that's how I look at it. But she's self-centered. Like, that mother is very self-centered. I'm only reason why I say Chrissy is because Chrissy seems like the type that. Okay, so it was like Thanksgiving was that winter storm, and I think it was Valentine's Day, and the other kids went away from their grandmothers, and the oldest stayed with the two youngest. And if y'all remember, like, she basically she was the only kid at the house, her and the two youngest. And that's the reason why I said that. I feel that way. Like, I feel that way. Like, I just feel like Chrissy will really depend more on the oldest kids. Like, I think the one that might go away is Kamor. No, the second oldest daughter. I can see her just like flying. But I think, sometimes the oldest might feel guilty. And sometimes parents can put that self guilt on a child, and not intentionally, but literally, they could literally put that guilt like, hey, these are your brothers, you need to help. She just gave me that vibe. Like, oh, I always think about this. Never wish your kids was older than what they are. So I have to I'm appreciating like my little baby. Like, oh my gosh, I wish he was 4. I wish he was 5. Now I have to appreciate who he is. He's 1. Even though he's not talking, and I take him to speech therapy twice a week, it's like I better appreciate him not talking, because when he starts talking, I might be in a whirlwind of trouble. So, but y'all, I'm gonna close it out because I've been here for a while too long, and I really want to say I love y'all. And please drop, Judy, I'm going to follow you, but if you have a channel, please drop your channel or let me know you have a channel, and I'm gonna check you out and subscribe, because I need everybody to grow. Okay, I need everybody to grow. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffy, baby. Oh, I think me and Stinkabug, we have about 4 more. We have 4 more. And then he's retiring. Yes. I can't do Jasmine. She's draining, y'all. She don't have me in some depression pills. Y'all have a lovely evening. I'll probably will hop on here later on tonight. And I have to do a skit, but it won't be with Stickabug. So I'll probably hop on here tonight and talk about, I don't know, probably talk about me, because that's the best conversation a person can have. Yes, he said he has basketball this year, so he can't do Stinkabug. I'm like, boy, stop. And then he was like, Stinkerbug is not the center of attention. Like, I'm not important. Like, you are important. But y'all have a lovely night. Well, I'll see y'all. I'll come back because I have to do a skit. But y'all have a beautiful evening and eat something yummy. Don't, if you're on a diet, let that go tonight. Because today is Tuesday. Okay? It's Tuesday. And you have a Popeye's chicken, they have a Tuesday special. So y'all get something yummy to eat and check out my skit tonight. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.